Hey guys, this is James Caldwell, another part of our series. Tonight, let's talk about R&B Divas Season 3, Episode 2. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. Um, they're just moving right along. Last week was pretty good. Let's see what was all going on this week. Not as exciting as last week, but moving on just the same. We're kind of like moving into our actual story and what we're actually going to be doing here. Now, Selena was actually having a meeting at one point with a guy, Wayne, who actually was from her past, and he's produced a lot of people, and he actually was telling her about these three different uh, labels that all wanted to actually sign her, and one of the labels was actually himself, and R. Kelly included. So I'm really hoping that she actually does it because I loved her music when she was collaborating with R. Kelly. So I could just imagine that that would be fabulous. But the thing that struck me with it, I laughed. I said, they're always reading Selena about how many hits she had and how many things she sold. Well, that bitch got three deals on the table. So it is what it is. And another thing I wanted to mention when we went to the point where we found out tonight about Celicia actually lost her baby. She carried the baby 7 months, and um, the baby passed, and she ended up having to still deliver and all of the stuff with a 7 month pregnancy, which was horrible. Well, the thing is, there was some editing that was done by TV One that was just so fucked up and so horrible that it really killed the whole moment of them telling what actually had gone on with her. And I hope you guys saw that, but it was horrible. So that just kind of shows you the power of editing. It just fucked up the whole thing. And then they went to commercial, and then they came back and they started basically all over again. Just horrible. That was really, really horrible. They showed Mila and Music Soul Child. I thought it was a crazy bits match whenever they said they had a child together, and they literally, like, their interaction with each other, there was just no chemistry there. I was like, wow. Said, okay, so I mean, they literally was like two old friends, and then they showed him doing some music for her. It didn't knock me out, but it was like, all right, cool. We'll see what goes on with that. Um, I don't know if the timing is actually right for that track that they were playing. That track was very the '90s, very late '90s. So I said, okay, I don't know about that, Miss Mila, but I'm sure she'll have some better stuff, and I'm sure they're going to play around with a lot of stuff, to do what it is they need to do. We sing Therese, who I just love that Therese, but we sing Therese. She was actually in a couple different things tonight. Her and Mo talked about the wedding and the expectations for the wedding, and they made some decisions about where they wanted to get married and that kind of thing. So that's exciting, and I know we're going to see that later on this season, so I'm excited for that as well. And then Mo was ridiculous. Mo and Selena and Miss Brenda, which is Selena's mom, they went on they had this it was a marathon for a cause, and Donna Richardson was there with them, and Mo had actually dropped that she was thinking about getting liposuction, which made all the women go up there like, liposuction, no. But the thing that struck me funny, if you paid attention to Selena's storyline last season, and also when she was on Iyanla Van Zant, Fix My Life, Miss Brenda got jokes. If you pay real close attention to her, that goddamn Miss Brenda's crazy. She, out of nowhere, she blurts out, "Girl, don't you let them shove that fat out of you." I'm like, Lord have mercy, just out of nowhere. That Miss Brenda's too much. You have to pay attention to her. Then she had another little thing where she's saying, I'm not like regular old folks. I ain't sitting around with a bunch of old people playing no daggone bingo. She said, I like to sit outside and watch the squirrels and the birds. Charles Selena gave her very much of, So who are you now, honey? Snow White? I said, oh, they just reading and carrying on. Then Celicia was actually speaking to Selena about the fact that, she's having a hard time with the workload ever since the baby's passing. She just can't seem to get herself on track. She can't get motivated. She's hating the business. She's just really, she needs some time, is what it is. I don't think she actually got the adequate time off, and she needs some time off. So she had, conveyed that to her sister and everything. So they were talking about uh, bringing someone else in for management help for her. Well, here go that goddamn Miss Brenda. Talking about I could do it. I could make me some phone calls, child. And I, because I watch his Facebook and I be on YouTube and carrying on. So they laughed at her real good. Then they're like, okay, no problem, mom. We'll let you help with whatever it is that you can help with. Then Miss Brenda struck again. And she said, because I can make the phone calls you make, Celicia. Because see, if somebody go to cuss me out, they gonna have some problems. They're like, okay, well, hold up. Maybe we might not want your help. So that Miss Brenda's funny. So we'll be watching her. She's too many things. So I laughed about that. Then Kiki actually met with Latavia. That meeting was a Kiki. It was a Kiki because Latavia basically was being Debbie. So she meets up with Kiki to discuss what the hell was that was going on at that engagement party, because that was just a damn mess. Kiki goes in there, so of course she has to win her over onto her side in old Kiki fashion. So she's talking to Latavia. She's going on and on about not having any sisters and some other old bullshit. Really nothing. You just carried on, and that was all that was to it. And Latavia's kind of looking at her. She's like, well, see, Kiki's kind of, ruled by her emotions. And then she's like, and so am I. I'm like, girl, don't you let us find out your ass is crazy, honey. We got one crazy cast member. We do not need another crazy cast member. So I just kind of watched, and it kind of seemed like Latavia was kind of agreeing with Kiki, which is all that Kiki loves. I'm like, please, no. No, no, no. But anyway, but let me give you what I really gathered from that. Well, all in all, that Kiki basically gave Latavia, oh, well, don't mind me. I'm just crazy. That was her whole thing. Crazy as fucking shit. But anyway, Kiki, from the things that I'm hearing her say, I just keep listening to her about the Monifa thing and how Monifa hasn't called her. And then the Monifa's changed since she got engaged, and this thing, that thing, and the other thing. Miss Kiki, honey, are you an undercover carpet muncher, honey? Is this what you're trying to tell us? Because you sound like you're very jealous. You sound like you're jealous, honey. Jealous of the time that she's now spending with Therese. So are you telling me that you're an undercover carpet muncher, darling? I don't know. I don't know. It would make a whole lot of sense. It would make a whole lot of sense. Because if she's an undercover carpet muncher, then that would mean everything I think about Miss Michael is probably true. Because I honestly, and I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, I'll eat it up at some point. But I honestly believe that Michelle either has done or wants to do some man touching, honey. That Michael just doesn't sit right with me. He's never sat right with me. He's very aggravating, very bitch like. And yeah, well, whatever. Like I said before, if I catch him pastoring out of church, baby, I'm going on back out the door, honey. I'm out of there. I'm not staying up in there fooling with him. So, to hell with them. Back over there, Mo actually did have Kiki over to the house. So her and Kiki got to actually sit down. Of course, Kiki played Oh, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's, I can't stand that. That just drives me fucking bonkers. I hate when people do all that bullshit and then sit around and act like they never know. It's never them. They never know what went on. They never know why. I don't understand. I don't understand. Just drives me crazy. But she was going all into that. But the first thing that I did notice when she went Monifa's house, baby, that cat looked at Kiki's ass and gave her very much of side eye, baby, went into a stance and hissed at her, honey. I said, see, even the cat know your ass ain't right. That cat hissed at her ass down. So she went on. She's going back and forth. Then she tells Monifa, says, even after you screwed up the party and everything, you didn't even call and say anything or anything. You just, you didn't do anything. She going, this crazy whore. Says, I text you a sad face as soon as we left. That bitch is really cuckoo cuckoo. She's out of her mind. Out of her mind. I text you a sad face. The fuck out of here, Kiki. That bullshit. So they went on. They finished talking. Mo told her, at this point, I don't even know if I'm going to invite you to my wedding because you're just full of shit. And I was like, good. Good, good, good. And she probably shouldn't. She's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Then she met up with Selena. And Selena was just straight with her. She shot her straight from the hip and told her, cut out the shit, bitch. Just cut the shit. Ain't nobody feeling it. Figure out what's wrong with you, bitch. Get yourself together. We're not doing this again with you for another season. So I was like, okay, we got that. I mean, she's just ridiculous. Even in her little musical interludes, the bitch is clowning. You gonna do a little and then making faces. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with her? Something's wrong with her. She's irritating, and I don't know how she's building this fan base. These people love the fact that she clowns like that. That shit drives me bonkers. I can't get it. I really can't. And did you all catch that when Monifa went to the doctor, baby? I said, okay. Well, first of all, she went for that consultation and then tried to lie to Therese, and Therese bust that bitch right down line just that fast. I love that goddamn Therese. She was giving her girl, she said, look at me, lying bitch. She bust that bitch right in that line. So that tickled the hell out of me. But that doctor, did you see that doctor? Did you catch her? Oh, Stonehenge. Honey, I said, I don't know if you want to listen to her. I looked at her, honey. She went to talking. Her whole face wasn't moving. She was like, yeah, so far. I said, oh, honey, she has so much seal up in her face. She looked like one of them little one of those wooden puppets, the old ones. I don't know about her, but she had a lot of cosmetic surgery going on up in her face, baby. She was giving old Stonehenge. I didn't care for that. But anyway, Therese said it was going to be all right for Mo to get the liposuction, so she's happy with all that. And one last thing that I did actually notice about with Mila, her manager came into a session she was working on with music when they were putting down some tracks. And I kept looking at him. I said, boy, he sure do look familiar. And sure enough, it was that goddamn Corey that was on SWV's little series where they're trying to make their little comeback, and they fired him. So now he's Mila's manager, and there was a big problem with SWV about how he couldn't deliver, and this, that, thing, and the other. So I don't know, Miss Mila, you might have to do some soul searching and do some changing and some switching some things around, honey, because I don't know about him. But whatever. I guess we'll see. We'll be watching him. But that was basically it. This was like a filler episode. It was okay. So we're just getting some background. I think things are going to pick up next week. They're leading to the fact that Miss Kiki might actually have another baby in her ass. So God knows if this whore is pregnant with her 1001st baby, it's going to be a goddamn mess. And then she done brought the brother in, honey, and sitting up saying that he is the male version of her. Now, come on. Seriously? Now, Kiki's bad enough, but do we need a sissy that acts just like Kiki? Quit your playing, honey. That's going to be too much. And I seen like next week where he was kind of going off on the mom a little bit. I said, oh, fuck, here we go, honey. But anyway, so right there is where I'm going to wrap this video on up. And thank you guys for clicking on the video. You can follow me at Twitter at SpillitBoy. And I will catch you guys next week. Have a good one, guys.